have a long lap penalty for exceeding track limits. He's in 20th spot at the moment, that'll move him down. Would have been a long lap penalty for Danish. He was certainly right on the edge of the white, late on the brakes, isn't he? Goodness me, and that was a bit of an example there of he slightly rushed the corner, but likely to last.
Right, and as you were talking about, you know, using up your...
Did he actually go onto the green? That is the question.
And he's still there in third.
I don't think he sacrificed his drive too much there on this big hill climb up towards turn 3.
And our tyres too much. These Pirellis are really superb tyres. They do drop off. The performance does place, and Christian Daniel Jr. up into 5th again. I think somebody way off in the green there. I think he dragged Veda Pitama onto the green with him there at turn 1. But there's the chasing pack. Things fade away slightly, but it's very, very predictable. So the guys can feel what's happening, and Christian Daniel Jr., he'd lost a few places perhaps when that messy, including Beñat Fernandez, and they are closing in. They're visibly closer now. You don't need to see the too much. Usually doesn't give them any nasty surprises. It's Brian Iriarte that leads, but up the inside now. Lap a couple of turns ago, but he's back in the hunt now, up into 6th. What about the timing screens? Because you can see they are closing in.
And this is the danger, you know, Iriarte...
It's David Gonzalez there on the number 11 into 2nd place.
I think I saw Christian Daniel
ahead of Morelli and Gonzalez.
Really impressive. Palmer, they do not want a big pack, because all that means is come the end of the race they could be leading over the... And you're pushing Marco Morelli rather wide there in towards the penultimate turn, and there we have it. I mean, what a change we've had in this race so far, Peter. A proper race of 2 halves. Line on the fight towards the final lap, and then finish up maybe 8th or 9th or something. They need the weave in. Riders trying to avoid the other riders catching too much of a slipstream. Morelli up the inside of... Big shame for them. Here's what happened to it then. Free point that they can get. But the person who is in his best interest to bring the group all together, Hakim Danish. Yeah. Daniel again just slots it there, goes a little bit wide onto the green then, so he might himself have a... Modignani, he was trying to go into the long lap, I think. Yeah, he was trying to go into the long lap, and
he at the moment is back in 8th place, but closing in. And that group...
Track limits warning, but they have officially been caught by the others. They've now got Karpushyn on their tail. Karpushyn moving up the inside. Just had nowhere to go. Tassini just right in front of him.
Runs all the way down to what? Sort of 16th? Oh no, down to 20th position.
Goodness me. Potentially, certainly of Morelli, but also potentially Daniel as well. Not quite, as we see. Unfortunate incident there. So, back at the front then, Peter. Absolutely brilliant. There we go, the first of the track limits warnings coming in for Guillaume. Morelli get pushed wide now by Beñat Fernandez moving up the inside. Danish side by side. Veda from Iriarte. Danish, Karpushyn, Beñat Fernandez. Long already. You don't want that track limits warning already at this stage in the game, do you? Because one side with Morelli in the background too.
So Iriarte leads from
Daniel, Morelli and Gonzalez. The front 7, 8 riders now starting to pull away more time, and you find yourself going through the long lap penalty.
Yeah, and there's Beñat Fernandez on the number 7, Gonzalez. I wonder now if Gonzalez has got with the fellow Spanish one, if the 2 Spanish...
A bit. Ramadeepa in 9th, Carter Thompson and
Danish, long lap penalty.
Yeah, there we go.
He certainly has the pace to drag this group, and there's who is that in the background, way off on the green. That can make a break for it. They've got the slightest advantage over Veda Pitama in 3rd place.
But they were long lap penalty for Danish. He did go on the green, so that is it. He's going to have to take it as soon.
Right, so start and finish then. And there's somebody pulling off. That was
half a second slower last time around than Karpushyn, Peter, the Yugoslavian, as soon as possible.
He is really just 7 laps. There's going to be 6 laps remaining. I wonder if how quick Christian Daniel pulling his tape off the radiator as Brian Iriarte leads over Veda Pitama up the inside.
Kyrgyzstani rider, sorry.
Yeah, look at this stuff, side by side. You'll see he should come up on his notice board on his handlebar. Is Morelli on Christian Daniel. He does it. Morelli takes 3rd place. And hard on the brakes, the back end of the KTM hopping around there as bars there. to tell him, and of course there's a board hung out
He's
at
going
the
to go
start
for
of
it.
the
He's
finish.
going for it. It was 9/10 of a second with the chasing group across the finish line that time.
Brian turns it into the first right-hander, and Agostinelli has got a
Straight away,
He
well
realised-
done,
yeah.
well done Hakim, and that is going to put him, well, way back, goodness me. Well, this is a round piece, they closed him by a 10th, but look at Brian out front, he's just thinking, no way,
long lap penalty.
yeah, that'll be a track limits thing as well, and it'll probably be Pete Short. This is part of it, unfortunately. That is going to put him, oh my goodness, 16th! Absolutely going for it. Last time around he set a 146.8, but actually the fastest rider on track, Pete. It'll be the final corner where there isn't really a lip. It'll be the first turn as well. Position, he's got it to do all again, Peter. I can't believe it, Hakim! Oh! It's Joel Pons back in 19th place at 145.9. So actually, there's a... that'll be where these riders are getting caught out.
Right, side by side then on the brakes. This is...
What a shame! And as it stands, look at the gap this would bring. It's a lot of pace in hand here for the riders. Do they want to burn up their tyres too quickly or not?
Well, Joel Pons, you know, he's where Brian was so late yesterday and won the race, but this time it's Gonzalez who...
The championship with just 2 races left.
Yeah, it's a disaster. How could... Had a lousy season and a half in Rookies Cup so far, but he was 6th in FP2. Made a complete mess of gets underneath him to take the lead. Deep off the green. All can he be now? Can he get himself under control? Can he get back in the groove and chase after these boys in qualifying? Didn't get a toe, but certainly he has pace round here. If his FB, the whole using every bit of road, but staying away. And the number 11, David Gonzalez, has at least get a handful of points because it's his arch rivals running 1-2. Brian Uriarte and Bay Pace is anything to go by. So it would be great to see Pons way up in this group. 10-year-old Spaniard. He has the lead now. Can Brian Uriarte and Veda Patama go with him?
Crucially, Pete.
Veda Patama running 1-2. Karpushin is in 3rd place, but it's the fact that Brian Uriarte and
Uriarte and Patama, a bit like yesterday, just swapping places around various into 6th place as they cross the line that time around. Hakim Danish.
Veda Patama are running 1-2, which is the problem for Hakim Danish. He's back in
parts of the track then. Morelli sitting tight in 3rd position. Number 13 then on the chasing pack. Uriarte and Gonzalez side by side.
16th place. No points for 16th.
Goodness me.
Sullivan Mounds with the fastest lap.
Daniel just behind him as well. Here is that fast and flowing section of the track. That's not